She lived in a quiet town by the sea, far from the noise. Her name was Elara, and she chose to walk alone. Not because she had no one, but because she needed peace. The world called her lonely, but she felt free. Every morning, she walked barefoot on the sand. The waves knew her story, though she never spoke it. People often asked, "Don't you get tired of being alone?" She smiled and said, "I'm not alone, I'm with myself." She once tried to fit in, but her soul always felt lost. So she stopped shrinking herself to make others comfortable. She stopped pretending she enjoyed the noise. Silence wasn't empty for her, it was full of truth. In solitude, she found clarity that crowds never gave. She used to say yes out of guilt, not choice. Now, her no was sacred, soft, but strong. Elara learned that boundaries aren't walls, they're doors, doors that keep her safe, not locked. She read books under trees instead of attending parties. She danced in her living room with no one watching. She wrote in her journal like it was her best friend. People thought she was missing out, but Elara knew she was being found. She didn't chase friendships, she attracted authenticity. If a person couldn't sit with her silence, they couldn't handle her soul. Her solitude wasn't bitterness, it was deep healing. Elara learned that loneliness isn't absence of people, but absence of connection. And connection starts with the self. She cried without hiding, she laughed without explanation, she prayed without needing proof. At night, she watched the stars and felt infinite. The sky never judged her. The moon never interrupted her thoughts. She didn't live for approval anymore. She no longer needed to be understood to feel valid. She stopped people-pleasing the day she realized her worth isn't negotiable. It's not based on who stays or leaves. It's not tied to compliments or criticisms. Elara began unlearning what broke her. She began learning what built her. She forgave those who never apologized. Not for them but for her peace. She stopped waiting to be chosen. She chose herself daily. Her peace became louder than her past. Her mind became her home, not her enemy. She wasn't perfect, but she was real. She wasn't loud, but she was powerful. She didn't follow trends, she followed truth. She didn't need noise to feel seen. The silence amplified her soul. One day, a young woman asked her, "How do you survive being alone?" Elara replied, "By becoming someone I love." That was the truth. She didn't fear solitude anymore. She embraced it like a friend. She didn't live for the weekend, she lived for the moment. Every cup of tea was sacred. Every sunset was a sermon. She found meaning in stillness. She found God in quiet moments. Elara wasn't running from the world. She was running toward herself. And with every step alone, she became more whole. She wasn't searching for answers, she was becoming one. She no longer apologized for her needs. She honored them instead. Her journey wasn't loud, but it was holy. Elara didn't post her peace online. She protected it like treasure. She knew her life wasn't a performance. It was a private revolution. She disconnected to reconnect. She lost others to find herself. She didn't regret it. She remembered who she was before the noise. She rebuilt from that version. She looked in the mirror and whispered, "I am enough," even here. Her strength wasn't in how she fought, but how she healed. She no longer begged to be heard. Elara listened to herself instead. She created a life that didn't need escaping. She planted seeds of joy no one could steal. She honored her rhythm. She moved with grace, not urgency. She didn't need permission to rest or proof to be proud. She breathed slowly. She lived deeply. She let go quietly. And in that letting go, she found her way home. Elara's story isn't rare. It's just not loud. But it echoes in the hearts of many, maybe yours too. So the next time you feel alone, remember, solitude isn't empty. It's full of you, and that is more than enough.